Let's see. Well, I'm sitting here in my slovenly state. If I can actually get the camera set on me, I think. Or am I too far off again? I don't know. I don't even have my shirt cuffs buttoned or anything. Basically, I got home and I haven't changed. I am just been playing with Adrian, and we tried to watch Cars 3, and he was really excited for about the first 10 minutes, and that's when he fell asleep. On days when he has daycare, he goes on Mondays and Wednesdays, and he's just, because he has to wake up early and everything, so he's really tired. So he was out like 8 o'clock or 7:53, and Thor, do not lick my chair. You're just making a big giant wet spot. Thor, come here. Come here. That was him yawning, if you couldn't hear it. Here, let me show you what he's doing. Yes, that is my Corgi stealing my chair. And he wants to lick that spot right there in front of his snout. He's like, I'm not doing anything, Daddy. Why are you putting the camera at me? Yeah, I bet. Alright. Let's get the camera back on me. But today at work was kind of cool. Lazy Corgi. But what today happens kind of cool is you're making it very difficult to do this video, Thor. He's laying there like turning over on his back and like yawning and everything. He's looking at me really cute going, hey, Daddy, come pet me. Where the chair is kind of bowed like this, he was trying to like lick his foot, and he couldn't reach it, so he's going, come here, Thor, I'll pet on you. Come here, buddy. You can help me get views. Everybody wants to see a Corgi. Say. Oh, yes. Thank you for all those licks. But yeah, he doesn't like to be held. He's like, I'll sit beside you, Daddy, but don't hold me. And so he's right here in front of me now. And I'm rubbing on his belly. So yeah, what was that? But anyway, sorry. 3 minutes of talking about my Corgi. Completely lost my train of thought. But oh yeah, work. I've been working on trying to get up to speed on Visual Studio and ASP and Microsoft Core and all of these different, basically Microsoft technologies. And I've not used them before. I'm more in open source, but taking this job, and I'm going to, and they're a Microsoft shop. He's like, well, I kind of threw you under the bus trying to give you this first project. And he's like, I kind of realize that now. Because he was like, I can tell you've used other development things because the way I did things. I was like, but he's like, in Microsoft, they want you to do things a certain way because it can generate a lot of code and everything. And he's like, this is what and he was like, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start you off, because there's another project that he's working on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take over portions of it. And he's like, since a lot of this is already in place, it's not, I'm going directly from scratch and going, okay, now build this site, do all this stuff from scratch. And he's like, this would let you know how the claims system work, how this work, how these all these different, and we were using different add-ons or nougats and things like that, and and actually I really like it, and it's different from what I've done before, because what I've done before, I did like I worked in PHP, and I've done, that's what it sounds like when my Corgi shakes his head. He literally shakes him hard enough to where his ear is like flap like that. He's gonna go over and smell the butt of my other Corgi, and she's gonna growl at him, or I think he was looking for her. But anyways, sorry. And he was like, yeah, like the server side that's doing everything, like, and database and everything. I have no problem with that. But it's just me. I'm not familiar with C#, so I'm learning a new language and a new development system, and with .NET frameworks and Xamarin, which is really cool. Basically, you can like develop in Visual Studio, and you can make some changes. You can publish on Android, iOS, and Windows, all in the one with right on the same code base. And I'm like, that's freaking awesome. But trying to do all that, like, here's your project. This is what we want you to, and what you write it in this. Okay, go. And I was moving along. It's just I wasn't going extremely quickly, because I was having to learn a lot of new things. I was having to study at this and this and this, and because I was asking questions, and at a point he was like, I kind of realized I kind of threw you under the bus there. But and this first project, I mean, literally, it's a data entry screen, and he's like, this will kind of get you the idea. So you had to do authentication, how to do this, how to do that, and just today, just setting it up, just getting the project from the repository, seeing how everything is set up and how this works with it. And I'm like, oh, it cleared a lot of things up. So I'm actually really happy about that. So now, as I get this part done, they're going to give me a little bit, next one will be a little bit bigger slice, and then I'll be taking over huge portions. And then also they'll be like, okay, now that you're doing this with this project, now you also have this other project. So very cool. I like it. Development, I really do enjoy it. It's just one of those things that it's depending on where you're working. Some places they'll say, okay, I understand if you take a little bit more time on the front end to learn the system and set it up correctly, and then everything else goes quicker on the back end. And there's other companies just like, if I don't see you tapping, you're not working. I've worked in those environments before. Like if you're trying to figure something out, like, okay, I got a bug in something, I need to figure this out. To that boss I worked for, you weren't working. It was actually, people were in the habit of tapping their keys, not actually typing. Nothing was appearing on the screen, but you were tapping them that looked like you were typing. So you were kind of like going, and that was just what people did there. And it's like, it's kind of crappy. I did work there for quite some time, but there were some issues. But there were writers that were like, okay, you're trying to write, like, because he had a writing team, because he had there's a bunch of websites and everything, and here's like 6 writers, and what they would do is, if they're trying to think of something, because they had interviews with people and everything, and they were trying to finish up an article, they'd be sitting there going, okay, I've done that, and they'd be trying to like reorganize it, reword things, and every so often you'd hear him like, I don't pay you just to sit there and follow, and it's like, the guy's trying to proofread stuff. I mean, as you write your article, you proofread it, and he was like, and it's just, yeah, sorry, I'm not going to complain about that place, because that's been many years since I worked there, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the people I worked with. The people were great. The place wasn't so great. But anyways, working with Xamarin seems to be really cool. I'm going to really enjoy it, because later on we're going to be doing stuff with basically publishing some apps. I look at it this way. Whatever they want to pay me to do, I'll do. I remember, oh gosh, who was it? I can't remember. I think it was one of my uncles or somebody. I can't remember how they related to me. But my entire family are coal miners. And the way I was brought up is, if something breaks the entire coal mine, everybody's like, okay, the miner's broke. We all need to go fix it, whatever's wrong. So everybody grabbed their tools and start heading toward wherever the break was. And my uncle, I think it was my uncle, he went to work on a union job. And, well, the miner went down. Well, that's the way he's always worked. Grab your tools, go to the miner. And he was there, and he was starting, and I think that he said that the belt had slipped off, so basically you take a plate off, you have I think it's a tensioning rod, you loosen it up, put the belt back on, tighten it back up, and put the plate back on, you're up and running. And he says that somebody walked up to him and was like, what are you doing? He said, I'm fixing the miner. The guy looked at him and he goes, do you get pay? Do you get mechanic pay? And he was like, no. He was like, then why are you doing it? And they actually had to tell him, no, this person does this, this person does that. You do not, and that's your job is that. That's all you do. And don't get me wrong. There's no, I do not dislike unions. I do not think there are some issues with unions, but there's some issues with non-unions too. So I'm not anti-union. Okay, it's just that my point was something and I forgot it. They just love it when you do that. What was my point? I don't even remember now. Something about crap. How you work on things and what I was going to be working on. I really did. I was focused on my story and completely forgot about everything else. Gosh. Old age. But anyways, yeah. I'll be working on this new stuff at work, and I am really excited about it. That's going to bother me. I'll probably actually rewatch part of this to try to remember what it. Well, actually, I'll have to rewatch it because I'm doing the video editing on it. But yeah, the how it work, everybody working together. Your job difficult. I don't remember. I'm trying. I'll turn the camera off. I'll start doing it. I'll put everything on my computer and I'll be like, that was my point. And I'll be too lazy to set everything back up to finish my video, to finish telling you what my point was. But I might put it in the video. I'm not sure. It's late. Oh, it's 10 after 11. That means I gotta go to bed here soon. I don't have to. I mean, I'm not sleepy. But I need to try to sleep. But anyways, my Corgi wants me to get off here, pet on him. The other Corgi is laying down going, whatever. She's just tired. She wants me to go to bed so she can go get under the bed and be really cool. That's where she stays. She loves it under the bed. And the worst thing is, you can't get a vacuum cleaner all the way under the bed, and so you can kind of see like where the room's vacuumed, but you can see like the edge of the bed. You see where you stick the vacuum under, and from the sides it goes under. So there's like a patch in the middle that we have a car vac, and I've actually got under the bed and done it a few times, but it needs to be done again. I hate vacuuming. But anyways, I'm not talking about chores, so I'm gonna get off here. Hope you guys had a good day. I'm getting into some pretty cool stuff at work. So I had a pretty good day. Talk to you tomorrow.